Developing tonight at this hour, the Superior National Forest is confirming that its own operations may have caused a wildfire burning near Ely this week. The Birch Bay fire has been burning since Monday along Burnside Lake, about 8 miles northwest of Ely. Well, tonight, a DNR state fire investigator has determined a chainsaw likely started the 35-acre wildfire. The U.S. Forest Service says the chainsaw was being operated by one of its own crew members working to remove trees as they prepared for a prescribed burn. Well, tonight, 81 fire personnel remain assigned to the fire, which is about 43% contained. In a statement tonight, the acting supervisor of the Superior National Forest says they are committed to transparency regarding the findings of this investigation. He says they will review the incident to identify lessons learned for future operations.